हेलो गुड इवनिंग एंड वेलकम टू क्रिकेट टीवी। हम लौटे हैं आईपीएल के फाइनल का रिव्यू लेकर। सीजन 18 आईपीएल 2025 जो कि आरसीबी जीत गए हैं विद 6 रन्स। मैं हूं प्रिया जोशी और मेरे साथ हैं हेतवी पटेल और क्रिकेट के दो महागुरुज नारायण पसारी सर एंड मिस्टर निखिल मोरसावाला। तो हम रिव्यू करेंगे, लेकिन सबसे पहले हम खुश हैं कि आरसीबी जीत गए 18 सीजन में, हेतवी फेवरेट टीम। लेकिन हमें दुख है कि जो बैंगलोर में हुआ, जिसमें 7 पीपल पास्ड अवे। सो आवर
11
प्रेयर्स
लोग,
आर विद द
11 पीपल
फैमिली।
या 11 11
11,
लोगों का
सॉरी,
देहांत हुआ।
11,
अबाउट 11
11 तक
पीपल
पहुंच गया
पास
है
अवे।
आंकड़ा। वी आर विद द फैमिली एंड आवर प्रेयर्स आर विद द फैमिली। शुरू करते हैं। हेतवी, आप बताइए आरसीबी के बारे में। हाउ वाज द मैच? और जीत गए एंड यू वेरी, आई एम श्योर यू वेरी एक्साइटेड।
Yes, I'm as excited as everybody who went for the celebration parade. It's unfortunate that that happened. But coming back to the match, it was really interesting match. I mean, last over नहीं पर last over के पहले तक तो था कि शायद कुछ हो सकता है. The way Shashank played in the last over, Shashank I think was really good. Had he played that one over before, maybe like the result would have been different. So while it was a great match, it was heartening to see Kohli cry. So I don't see RCB matches, but I saw it in clips. And the moment I turned on, I saw Kohli and with teary eyes. So I was like, oh, I mean, that was very sweet. So yeah, I'm happy with what happened.
नारायण सर।
So I start with A Sala Cup Namde. A Sala Cup Namde. This year the cup will be ours. Splashed all over the stadium, all over Karnataka, all over Bangalore. So RCB finally won the IPL title first time in 80 years after three failed attempts, of course. A fitting tribute to King Kohli, who has been there with this franchise since 2008. So finally a Virat moment, to put it that way. आजकल की दौर में ह्यूमन रिलेशनशिप कुछ साल तक ही चलती है, जबकि एक टीम और एक प्लेयर की रिलेशनशिप 18 साल तक है. इट इज समथिंग विच इज वेरी माइंड बॉगलिंग. बट एज mentioned by Priya ji and Hetvi, the celebrations by the fans of RCB in the stadium turned into a stampede. 11 lives were lost, including some women and youngsters also. So my prayers also go with to them, and Om Shanti for all of them. Rajat Patida's role as a captain needs to be also complimented. A new captain, first time captain, who could get the trophy for RCB, and of course with all round team effort, no doubt. By the way, Virat led this team from 2011 to 2022, a long span, and Faf du Plessis was the captain for 23 and 24. So let's start with RCB's batting. Invited to bat first by Shreyas. RCB had meaningful contributions from all the batters, and with a, somehow they could manage or score that 190 for 9, an average of 9.5 per over. Let's summarize the scores. Kohli 43 runs, 35 balls, 3 fours. Very rare, a very steady innings. He did not want to lose his wicket on this big day, and that was the right approach of his on that particular day on the wicket. Captain Rajat 26 runs, 16 balls, 1 4, 2 sixes. Strike rate of 162. Excellent, played well. Livingstone 25 runs, 15 balls, 2 sixes, 167 strike rate. Again excellent. Mayank Agarwal played a good inning, 24, 18, 2 fours and 1 6. But if you see the scores of Jitesh, Ramanand and Romario Shepherd and Phil Salt, 24, 17 and 16, but strike rates of 240, 118 and 170. Excellent. In fact, Phil Salt at the start and Jitesh and Romario at the end did good scores to help the RCB to reach 190. Krunal scored only 4 or 5 balls, but did wonders with the ball. We know how it works. but four good partnerships held the innings together. Mayank and Kohli 38 of 28 balls, Rajat and Kohli again 40 of 27 balls, Livingston and Kohli 35 24 balls, and Livingston and Jitesh 36 of 12 balls only. This is the only partnership without Kohli. So between 35 and 40 runs, there were four partnerships. So that really worked. Though there was a spell of 12 balls between 3.4 and 5.3, where there was no boundary hit in RCB's inning, and 18 dot balls in the first 10 overs. So the two things happened. Still, with that, they could score 190, something which is good, a good target set by them. Coming to Punjab bowlers, Arshdeep and Jamison bowled reasonably well, took 3 wickets each. However, they gave 40 and 48 runs. Could have been more economic, according to me, basically. Arshdeep took all the 3 wickets in the last over, and but it included wickets of Shepherd and Krunal in the last over. Jamison took important wickets of Salt, Rajat, and Livingston, and his spell was the second best of the tournament. So ultimately, he also got his due. Ajmatullah took the wicket of Kohli, important wicket, a good running catch of his own bowling, going sideways and taking that bat. Rashak and Chahal also took 1 wicket each and bowled well. And they prevented the batters from hitting too hard. उन्होंने अच्छा किया bowling. And Chahal meanwhile became the first player to lose 3 IPL finals for 3 different teams. One 2016 RCB, second 2022 RR, and third yesterday, a day for yesterday. Though he took a hat trick against CSK, which was his second in IPL, उसके बावजूद भी he is on the losing side. And though he has won one title in 2013 while playing for Mumbai Indians, still the very highest wicket taker in IPL, 221 wickets, आज भी उनके नाम पे. Shreyas used only 5 bowlers. I feel he could have used Stoinis or Shashank for 1 over each. And both can bowl, both are batting all-rounders. So let's see how it works out. कैसा हुआ हमने देखा. फिर पंजाब की बारी आई, पंजाब चेस करने लगे, 190 का रन डुएबल था, ऐसा नहीं था कि बहुत टफ था. उनकी बैटिंग लाइनअप देखने से ओपनिंग पैर प्रियांश एंड प्रभ सिमरन ran hit some excellent shots in the starting. Arya got out to Hazelwood at the score of 43 at the end of the fifth over. This pair could have stuck to the entire PP power play, another 2 overs after that also, but it did not happen. Arya scored 24, 19 balls, 4 fours. They have been in good form throughout the tournament. You have seen PNP doing excellently well, लेकिन इस दिन उनका परफॉर्मेंस इतना अच्छा नहीं रहा. 43 के बदले में अगर 70 रन होते तो बात अलग होती. जोश इंग्लिश और प्रभ सिमरन ने स्टडी किया इनिंग्स को. They scored 29 of 24 balls when Prabh Simran got out to Krunal. First of his 2 prize wickets. Krunal was the player of the match also. Prabh scored 26, 22 balls and 2 sixes. The whole thing happened when Shreyas played just 2 balls and got the nick to Jitesh of Shepherd. A very prized wicket indeed. And RCB started to smell victory at that point of time. Which I feel so. ऐसा लगा कि उन्होंने जोश आ गया है उनके बाद में. And the way you should have seen how Kohli Saab and everybody, celebrated at the fall of Shreyas. Josh was in good form for the past few matches, scored a fluent 39, 23 balls, 1 4, 4 sixes. Was caught on the edge of the boundary by Livingston of Kunal. Again, his second prize wicket. Had Josh hit that ball 2 or 3 feet above the head of the fielder, the match could have turned Punjab way also, possibly. Such as cricket, a top bat, and 4 top batters back in the pavilion at 98. So the game was almost over ऐसा लगा उस point of time. Nehal Vadera and Shashank Singh had a good partnership of 38 when Vadera got out, and the score was 136 for 5. भूवी को पहला विकेट मिला उस टाइम पे. Stoinis or Admatullah, who can bat at such time, did not survive long. Stoinis hit only 1 6 and Admatullah got only 1 run. Shashank Singh was the lone warrior in this losing battle. He scored 61 not out, 30 balls, 3 fours and 6 sixes. Strike rate 204. Punjab lost only by 6 runs. Out of the last 6 balls of the innings, Shashank scored 22, 3 hits of Hazelwood. फर्स्ट 2 balls वर डॉट बॉल्स, उसके बावजूद भी 22 रन बनाए उसने 4 बॉल। इनफैक्ट देखे जाए तो लास्ट 12 बॉल में ना 4 बॉल डॉट थे, जब ये होना नहीं चाहिए। 19वीं और 20वीं ओवर में डॉट बॉल इज अ बिग क्राइम, इट कैनॉट बी अ डॉट बॉल। एक बात और मैं कहूंगा, हेजलवुड शुड हैव नॉट टेकन थिंग्स सो लाइटली इन द लास्ट ओवर। मेरे को ऐसा लगा कि दे स्टार्टेड स्मेलिंग विक्ट्री। अगर एक वाइड या एक नो बॉल हो जावे और उस पर छक्का लग जावे तो मैच पूरा टर्न हो सकता है। Coming to RCB bowlers, Patidar used 6 bowlers. Krunal, the player of the match, choked the Punjab batters in the middle. This was mentioned by Nikhil in the preview also. कि Krunal ऐसा कर सकता है. He had figures of 4-0, 17-2 and 2 important wickets also. Dale took 1 wicket but was very economical. 3-0, 18-1. He is as important as Krunal देखा जाए इस मैच के अंदर. वो भी took 2 wickets for 38 runs. Hazelwood's first 2 overs were excellent, but then he plundered in the next two, especially in the last innings, last over, and his figures were 4-0, 54 runs. Suhash again bowled only 2 overs for 19 runs, no wicket, and Shepherd 3 overs for 31 wickets. The prize wicket of Suresh Iyer. Nikhil.
Very all in all a good match and expected and expectations of so many people were there for RCB to win. I think in a way justice has been served. At least a new champion. IPL needed a new champion. We had too many of CSKs and MIs trophies over there, and we wanted a new hero to emerge. And I think RCB is probably between RCB and Punjab more deserving in terms of the way they played. All-round performance in the final. Everybody contributed on the batting side. On the bowling side, I think you already mentioned the three, but I would say that when you talked about Josh and Hosh, one of the Narayan Wanis, both the teams had Josh, right? One had Josh English and one had Josh Hazelwood. तो दोनों में जोश नाम के भी था और नाम से भी था, लेकिन जो होश होना चाहिए, जो आपने दो कैचेस में, आई जस्ट ड्रॉ अटेंशन टू कैचेस विच चेंज द होल मैच. The first catch by Phil Salt, which took Priyansh Arya's wicket right on the boundary. He could have gone for a six. He kept his cool, focused on the ball. जो होश होता है ना, इसको होश बोलते हैं कि ये हाई प्रेशर मैच है, ये कैच पकड़ना जरूरी है, तभी 43 for 1 हुआ. And then Liam took the catch of, I think, who did he catch? But that catch also was a brilliant catch on the boundary line, and he took Josh English's wicket. I think these two wickets turned, and then of course Romario Shepherd, part-time bowler, comes in and foxes Shreyas Iyer. That broke the back of Punjab batting. So I think doable 190 was there. The margin of victory was only 6 runs, but when you make such mistakes and you allow, you had controlled RCB's run flow to a certain extent in the initial 13, 14, 15 overs, but then you lost your way towards the end and allowed them to go to 190. At one point, it looked like 180 होगा तो भी अच्छा होगा या 175 होगा तो भी अच्छा होगा. तो 190 तक जाने दिया आपने, तो आपकी बॉलिंग में खामी थी, आपकी आपकी ये तो फील्डिंग ठीक नहीं थी, कुछ तो कमी थी पंजाब में इन द व्हेन आरसीबी वर बैटिंग. And then when Punjab were batting, the brilliant catching by the fielders on the boundary line by the two overseas players, Phil Salt and Liam Livingston, great catches which changed the match. And I think that one wicket that Romario took, again, overseas player. So a lot of credit goes to the overseas players in RCB. I think they did the job, they justified the selection. Virat, of course, played his job. I think 43 of 35, sheet anchor, staying there, calming things down, cooling things down, keeping things together. That's what a mentor does, right? He doesn't have to be flashy or hit every ball for a six or have a large contribution. He used to stand there and ensure that things happen the way they should happen. I think that's what I appreciate about his innings. He did not say मैं विराट कोहली हूँ और मेरा 200 रन रेट होना चाहिए, मैं हर बॉल सिक्स मारूँ या फोर मारूँ. He was there as the mentor of the team, and the three partnerships that he stitched that you mentioned, 35, 40 each. I think those were very crucial for RCB to reach that 190. So full marks to him for being there. Jitesh, of course, played his cameo and did what he had to do. Rajat Patidar did what he had to do. Everybody did their job little. And then the fielders, the two overseas fielders, and that one wicket of Shreyas Iyer, which could have, which I think made the difference between victory and defeat for for Punjab was that one wicket that Shreyas, because then once your captain goes, the guys coming in at the back also start losing the confidence, and that also I think reflected in the way the later batsmen played, except Shashank Singh, who is of course a dynamite batsman and who hit Josh Hazelwood in the last over to no avail, but at least he tried to show that the margin of error was very less and Shreyas could go out with his head held high. The Punjab played well, runners up no doubt, but they played well. But full marks to RCB, well deserved. Tragedy happened on the next day. We have talked about it, so no point in focusing on that. But I think good for them. They've ultimately won the cup. Hopefully next year they'll be more consistent in that the league stage, and we should have a great IPL 2026 going forward. Player of the match, Kunal Pandya, brilliant bowling. I think second time he's got it. That's a record. I don't think two players have won the player of the match twice in the final of the IPL. He won it for Mumbai Indians, I think, in 2017, when Mumbai won by 1 run against Pune, and he was given for batting. Now he's got for his bowling, and I think that to 2 overs, that 4 overs, 17 runs, 2 wickets. Brilliant performance, and I think one Pandya has to be there somewhere, right? So whether it is Hardik or Kronal, you see them always somewhere in the and that's the beauty of these brothers, they give their fullest whichever team they are playing for, and I think Kronal, I think it's great that he was in Gujarat, hometown, home state, played well, showed that his selection was justified, and fantastic bowling. I think he should be considered for India somewhere because I think he's a great all-rounder, and we should not miss that part of his armory. He's that all-rounders. There are very few all-rounders today in India, and I think he's one of the better ones of them. Plus a left-arm bowler, which we have very few of them. So great performance. Hetwi, of course, has been delighted. I'm sure you partied Hetwi responsibly in Nadiad, and Priya also is a big supporter, and Gujarat was, I think, full of RCB fans that night. So all in all, a great match. I think we enjoyed the entire right from 22nd March up to 3rd of June, and I think it culminated into a good finale, which we were anticipating. Only, of course, एक आशा रह गई कि शायद मुंबई अगर खेलता और वो रोको फाइनल होता तो शायद एक अलग माहौल होता, लेकिन what had to be, and Punjab were deserving finalists. So I think that's fantastic.
So the manifestation of Hetvi played a very big role, which we should
Absolutely.
also acknowledge.
Absolutely. The question
And
does not
she
arise
got
right from
extra.
day one. Right from day
Ah,
one.
day one. No, no, she got 9 days extra also to manifest.
Yes.
Right, correct.
Even universe
Uh,
was on my side. Work little hard.
so
Absolutely.
Krunal mentioned in his post-match talk with Harsh Bogle that now between the brothers they have 9 trophies of
9 trophies.
Oh,
winners.
wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
So 18 में से 50% में either of the Pandya is there actually.
Yes.
And some more records I would like to mention, that Kohli ka 18 jersey is okay, 18 season is okay, date 18 also, 3rd June is also okay. 18th August 2008, he made his international debut
Wow.
Right.
against Sri Lanka, in Sri Lanka, ODI debut था उनका, वो भी 18th. Now, highest number of fours scored by a batsman, a batter, is now Kohli. 267 IPL मैचेस में 771 चौके लगाए उन्होंने. He just surpassed Shikhar Dhawan 768. Player with most runs against a single opponent. Against Punjab, 1159 runs, 36 matches, 1 century, 6 50s. He outdone his own record against CSK of 1146. एक्चुअली कोहली साहब का आप देखोगे ना, वो खुद के रिकॉर्ड भी बहुत तोड़े, उन्होंने बहुत तोड़े हैं एक्चुअली. एक पॉइंट और था कि जो मेरे को लगा शायद हो सकता है आरसीबी जब बैटिंग करने आया ना, जब बैटिंग करने दिया, दे मस्ट हैव रेड द पिच क्वाइट वेल, और उनको लगा होगा 180 190 रन ठीक रहेंगे अगले को वापस ठीक करने में. दैट मस्ट बी वन रीजन. हालांकि देखा जाए तो जैसे निखिल ने कहा कि 13 14 तक तो चोक किया ही था पंजाब ने, बाद में दे लॉस्ट दी टेम्पो और 190 रन दिया, और उसके अंदर बिग जितेश शर्मा और शेफर्ड के बड़े शॉट्स में काफी उनको 240 एंड 190 के स्ट्राइक रेट से काफी रन उनको मिल गए. दूसरा एक था कोहली साहब, व्हेन ही वाज ऑन द पिच, 131 रन्स वर स्कोर्ड, 43 खाली उनके. So Elvis, 98 runs उन्होंने अपने पार्टनर्स को बनाने दिए, एंड ही रिमेन द शीट एंकर. अदरवाइज 3 चौके 45 रन, 43 रन में कभी होता नहीं है एक्चुअली. So he was determined in his mind. The way he kept his cool and he stood there. This all the three partnerships over there. So ये ठीक मोटा मोटी बहुत अच्छा रहा. It was a good match, no doubt about that. We had a new champion also. अभी तक 7 थे टीम, अभी 8वीं टीम आ गई है जिनको चैंपियन, उनका नाम भी ट्रॉफी पे लिखा जाएगा. एंड वॉट एवर हैपेंड yesterday was not that good, but ठीक है, such is life. निखिल.
Yeah, I think good summary, and we look forward to IPL 2026, obviously. And of course, before that, there'll be a lot of matches series that we'll cover, beginning with the India England Test series, I think, which begins on next Sunday, I think, 9th of
10th.
June or 10th of June. Yeah, so we will do our previews, reviews as usual, and we'll continue with our quiz contest. After this episode, Priya ji is going to be having another episode where we will be announcing the next question. So viewers must continue to watch us. IPL is over, but cricket is not. One message from my side: IPL is not cricket. Cricket is not IPL. Cricket is much wider and a much bigger game than the IPL that we watch. Unfortunately, or fortunately, or whatever, I don't want to value judge, but IPL has become like an opiate. It's like having a drink before dinner. You want to go put, like yesterday, नारायण मैसेज दिस मॉर्निंग, मैंने कल जाके 7 बजे टीवी ऑन कर दिया रोज की तरह, भूल गया कि आईपीएल खत्म हो गया. तो वो जो एक जो इंस्टिंक्ट होता है ना कि चलो घर चलते हैं 7 साढ़े 7 बजे मैच देखते हैं, आधा घंटा खाना खा लेते हैं. आईपीएल का है कि जो है, जैसे हम जो शराब पीते हैं तो एक ड्रिंक लेके खाना खाते हैं, तो वो जो एक ओपिएट होता है, मास ओपिएट, आईपीएल has become like that. And sometimes we forget that cricket is a much wider game with a much more impact on your lives and much more, unifying factor in a country like especially India. So please do continue watching us because we are going to be covering a lot of aspects of the game, both the men's team, the women's team, the ODIs, the T20s, the test matches, maybe some county matches, maybe some Ranji Trophy matches, we don't know, depending on how important they are and how much we can keep you engaged with them. Because ultimately, the idea of this telecast is not for us to speak, but for you to listen. And if you're not going to be listening to us, we don't want to speak. So we want to speak only about those matters that are going to be engaging for the viewer. We will decide that obviously as matches evolve and as we see how important things are going to be for each team or each country or each a player. So there's the ICC league happening now where Scotland is playing Nepal, and the peripheral teams are vying for the 2 spots in the World Championship. Those are very interesting. I've been following them, and some of them are ending in the last ball, one-run victories, very, very last ball finishes, very interesting matches which we would like to bring to you as a cricket enthusiast. So please do keep on watching. हम कोशिश करेंगे कि हम इस प्रोग्राम को जितना भी संक्षिप्त में करें. आपका अटेंशन स्पैन छोटा है, कोशिश करेंगे कि हम कम बात करें जिससे कि आपका आपका ध्यान बना रहे हमारे ऊपर. और लेकिन हम गेम, द फाइनल नाइसिटीज ऑफ द गेम, the good parts of the game, what this game means is what our intention is to show. Not just tell you the score, but also give good analysis and make you understand the game much better as we go along. Participants, winners will always be brought on the show as we brought them last time. I think if you watched our telecast on 2nd of June, we had 3 of our winners coming in and they were brilliant in their analysis, and we'll continue to do that. तो आप आपका पार्टिसिपेशन जारी रखिए क्विज में, क्योंकि हम अगर आप जीतेंगे तो आपको हम हमारे शो पे बुलाएंगे आपका वक्तव्य लेने के लिए, आपका परसेप्शन समझने के लिए. तो डू कीप ऑन वॉचिंग, एंड आई थिंक इट्स बीन अ ग्रेट जर्नी विथ नारायण, हेतवी, एंड Priya. We missed Hetvi for a long time in between because she was not well. We missed Priya because she had a tragedy in the family, and but as our maximum, the show must go on, and in spite of what happened yesterday after the match and people died, uh, we 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 obviously mourn that, but that does not mean that we cannot. The show will not. That the show will stop. The show will not stop. The show will go on. So thank you once again, guys, for watching, and keep your interest up and keep on watching us and keep us motivated to bring to you high quality stuff. Any last words from you, Narayan, before we hand over to Hetvi and Priya?
No, actually, when I started following cricket 45 or 50 years ago as a young boy, there was only Test cricket, and there was only Doordarshan TV or once in a while. There was no Wankhede also. There was only a Babam Stadium. And Babam Stadium, even West End also, ticket used to cost $10 that time.
Yeah.
So, एक दिन का. We used to pick up a day,
So I
see
don't know
what's
whether
happening.
the girls know, but there's the east stand and the west stand. And if you're in the east stand, the sun would come on you. You didn't enter the cheaper ticket because east stand means it was facing the east. So most of the first half till 2 o'clock, the sun would be on you. There was no shade. So वो सस्ते में मिलता था. West stand was costlier because you were in the shade and you could watch the match in the pleasant, वहाँ AC वेसी और वहाँ पे वो commentary box और वो सब कुछ नहीं था उस वक्त. तो बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग जो ना है ना वेस्ट स्टैंड का टिकट तो अभी वो कोई वेस्ट स्टैंड ईस्ट स्टैंड का कॉन्सेप्ट ही नहीं रहा है.
नहीं नहीं, उसका एक डिफरेंस था पहले, ईस्ट एंड के अंदर देयर यूज्ड टू बी नो गर्ल्स एक्चुअली.
मुझे नहीं पता वो ये तो
That
आपको
I
अभी
didn't know.
गो अहेड या या
तो जब टाइम निकाल के, उस टाइम तो रेलवे स्टेशन के बाजू में टू गो बाई ट्रेन, चर्च गेट वॉकिंग करके जाते थे बेसिकली, तो वो एक अलग, उसका एक अलग मजा था बेसिकली जाने में. और पेशेंस भी था कि भाई 6 घंटे बैठ के दो दो और दो, लंच के पहले, टी के पहले पूरा मैच लास्ट बॉल देख के निकल के आते थे. विद द passage of time and with this new formats coming in, then ODI came in, then now T20 has come in, and now among T20 we have so many leagues now, including IPL. So पेशेंस भी लोगों का कम होने लग गया है. तो अभी भी ये 3.5 4 घंटे का मैच लोग अभी भी जाके भी देखते हैं. यू सी कितने लोग, कल खाली सेलिब्रेशन के लिए 2 लाख 2.5 लाख लोग, मैच के लिए तो कितने हो सकते हैं, डिपेंडिंग टिकट नहीं मिलती है. मैंने कई बार आई टोल्ड माय सन्स के भाई टिकट मिल रही है तो आप तो जरा जैसे सवेरे उठ के बुक कर लेना ऑनलाइन, समथिंग, अगर आई हैव टू यूज माय इन्फ्लुएंस एंड देन गो एंड वॉच द मैच. सो वो एक होता है. तो अभी ये जो चाव है, आई स्टिल बिलीव निखिल जो बोल रहे हैं कि और इवन कोहली साहब ने भी उस दिन कल पोस्ट मैच में
Yes.
बोला था कि भाई मेरे लिए 5 टायर ऊपर है टेस्ट मैच कंपेयर टू आई.
Yes.
सो टेस्ट मैच का महत्व है जो आदमी समझता है, जेंटलमैन्स गेम जो बोलते हैं ना, वो टेस्ट मैच ही है. क्योंकि अभी तो क्या है, बॉलिंग मशीन से खिलाएंगे 2 4 साल बाद में तो LPL, जिस तरह से बैटर्स ठोक रहे हैं सबको, तो वो वैसा ही हुआ. सो अच्छा है गेम, वेरी गुड, एक्सीलेंट गेम. नो, आज के दिन में 700 करोड़ जनता में 100 करोड़ लोग अगर फॉलो करते हैं तो और क्या चाहिए वर्ल्ड के अंदर. तो वो भी है. प्लस इंडिया को देख देख के इंडिया के नेबरिंग नेशंस ने भी, श्रीलंका स्टार्टेड वेरी, बांग्लादेश स्टार्टेड वेरी, नाउ एज निखिल मेंशन नेपाल has स्टार्टेड. तो ये कनाडा में, US में भी काफी क्रिकेट का, यहाँ भी इंडियन डायस्पोरा गया है उधर, तो वहाँ क्रिकेट हुआ. एंड चाहे वो 5 दिन हो, 3 दिन, 3 डे मैचेस हो, 1 डे मैच हो, 20 हो, सब रहेगा. बिकॉज इट्स अ पैशन इन इंडिया एक्चुअली, एंड द वर्ल्ड इज ऑल्सो नाउ कॉपिंग. द फैंस टुडे, द क्रिकेटर्स एंड द our Bollywood stars are now equal in endorsements also. देखा जाए तो just see
Yes.
the popularity of English cricketers going on. So अच्छा है, I feel good, and I also like being part of Cricket TV and sharing my so-called data and so on information about all the matches. And I thank Nikhil and Priyaji and Hetvi for all this. I wish I will
We'll be
continue.
improving the technology more because I think we need to bring in more analysis, more charts, more graphics
Yeah, yeah,
into the show as we go
correct.
ahead. And we are going to be doing that as we go forward. But this was more an experiment and seeing how we're able
Correct.
to communicate with our viewers. And I think it's been a great experience. We learned a lot of things, a lot of improvements to be made. But I think at the beginning, I think we did a great start. Priya and Hitvi have done a fantastic job anchoring. And I think the fact that we have so many followers and we get so much reactions coming in, a lot of credit Narayan to you for putting it on LinkedIn and getting it, spreading the good word. Thank you for that. Hetvi is working on how we can push more. Priya is always pushing this within her network. So hopefully we'll get more viewers, more and more viewers, and then make this more community driven viewership rather than just a few of us. So great, Priyaji, Hitvi, your final words, and you can wind up for the day.
Yeah, Hetvi, final words from you. We just have few minutes left. We'll have to wrap up. So your final comments.
throughout this segment of Cricket TV, and lots to learn from Narayan sir and Nikhil Morsawala both. So this was amazing. Thank you, and thank you Narayan sir for your Narayan Vanis. We will like to listen to that more.
तो थैंक यू टू ऑल ऑफ यू। ये आईपीएल सीजन 2025 था। कहाँ पर खत्म हो गया पता नहीं चला, हम मार्च से कवर कर रहे हैं। इट्स बीन फैंटास्टिक ब्रिंगिंग द शो टुगेदर फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू व्यूअर्स। तो प्लीज लाइक कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और शेयर कीजिए विथ योर लव्ड वंस। एंड इट्स द एंड ऑफ आईपीएल सीजन 2025 बट नॉट द एंड ऑफ क्रिकेट टीवी। We'll be back with more cricket matches. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.